Well, hello, everybody. It's Saturday. Here we are on the beautiful Treebeard server, hanging out with our good pals here in the Not So Hasty Kinship. Getting constantly ravened by B4, which is cool, if not a wee bit cheeky and rude. But what are you going to do? So we're just chilling. I thought it would be fun to have a little impromptu live stream. We're all just kind of chilling, getting ready for the old, the old, whatchamacallit, the old thingamabob, the old Before the Shadow, which is coming out on the Tuesday. And hopefully we'll get some of these guys to join us here on Discord, but we shall see. We shall see what happens. I'm just doing my best to not be annoying. I always find it hard to keep up with these group landscape content. It's always kind of weird. But it's fine. It's all good. We're just palsing around. And it's funny, too, because I've got so many doggone alts that I, can't even keep up. I'd totally forgotten that it was just my my brawler who had been through here. My champion, my main squeeze Penfilos had not been through here. So I don't know what we're doing. Deciding what to do. Maybe we'll do a wee bit. Maybe do a little bit of the old Rift, which I've never finished. I have to switch over. You gotta admire B4 and B4 says hello world. I was just saying, B4, you gotta admire your commitment to these consumable deeds. It's pretty awesome.
My commitment is such that I'm done with them. That's actually Rose who's doing it.
Oh, was it? Okay. You're that committed.
No.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm in a Hitchcock movie. All these burbs. This is ridiculous. All right, so what's this going to be?
Are we turn off the involuntary reaction to this?
Oh yeah, I never thought about that. Yeah, I don't think that far ahead most of the time.
Yeah, there's a social option called Enable Involuntary Emotes, and if you have that unchecked, people can still do it, but your character doesn't react to it in any way.
There you go. It's like serious business all the time.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh boy. So we gonna do Rift?
Let's give it a try.
Okay, let me swap over to my Brawlzy.
Yeah, would you take us over to East Angler? We'll pick up that mushroom quest.
You have one Rift quest that's been sitting on my brawler for like 15 years. So I think it's about time to clean that one up.
Like you just made your brawler and it was already there. Good.
Okay, I need a link because I cannot find it.
All right, well, my computer's crapping out. I'm gonna grab some headphones.
I can, but the mushroom quest, I believe, is shareable. Oh. Although, then there's the turning it in. So, how are you streaming onto the YouTube?
So how's this going to go with 4 of us and Tier 2 Rift? I guess we have a 15 level advantage. It's not going to be too bad, eh?
Well, I mean, we have our choice. We could instead, like do tier 1, and then if we feel like we're confident, swap out for tier 2 or tier 3 at the very end.
That sounds smart. That's funny. I haven't touched home since I streamed with him like 2 weeks ago. So he's still sitting where my computer crapped out in the angle. What are you gonna do? Okay, let me get to. I'm gonna try tanking. I'm tank and or spank.
I'm gonna create a horrible echo if I load up your stream.
What'd you say?
I was wondering if it's gonna create a horrible echo if I load up your stream on mine.
We'll find out. Let's see. Let me go back home, go talk to Wenda, then I'll be ready to go.
I'm so used to Twitch streaming that I really have a sense of how YouTube streaming.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, I hardly ever touch my Twitch stream, and I'm not like extremely committed to like building the Beneath Your Feet YouTube page, but I use it so much more than Twitch that it just makes sense to stream on that. Like if it gets me one more eyeball, then I'll stick with that. All right, so let's see. I guess Werewolf is going to be tanking.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess the real question is, do I need to be on heals? That should be.
But yeah, I guess that'll be the smart part of doing it on tier 1 first. We can kind of figure out what the heck's going on.
Yeah. I mean, either we're still underleveled for this, or we're not.
Okay, so then I do not need to switch. Wait, am I still in my tanky gear? Nope, I'm not in my tanky gear. So I am ready for the punchin'.
You know, when we were still in Mines of Moria, I actually had a different outfit for healing versus DPS. I've just been really lazy about doing the same thing at level 60. Like, I still have all the level 60 stuff, but I don't actually have a solid sense of, like, is outgoing healing better than tactical mastery and blah, blah, blah.
You're saying, do you get, you're like trying to figure out if you get the same benefit from outgoing healing as you do from like crits?
Well, like, you know, for an equal amount of tactical mastery or outgoing healing, you know, is it worth it to switch over to outgoing healing? And I assume the answer is yes, but
yeah,
I feel like I need to do some research.
Yeah, I feel like some big brain out there has probably sorted it out.
Yeah. I mean, the wiki has information, but there's always a question of how old is that?
Yeah,
right,
and then the question becomes, do you really want to like go down into the mire of like the extreme like raid metagamers, like over on Jin's Discord and things like that?
Yeah.
No disrespect to Jin, his Discord just has some personalities.
Hop on in and I'll do some group buffs while you're poking around. I mean, a problem with anyone who's concerned about endgame rating is that this is Treebeard, right? What works at level 140 may not be good advice for level 65 or soon to be 75.
That is a great point. Okay, here I come.
We can always grab people.
What's up?
We can always grab people from the world chat.
Cool.
Yeah, we could try grabbing some people.
Yeah, I forgot I can't join instances from the neighborhood.
You fool. You are already too instanced.
Thou fool. That I keep checking the mic level on the stream. I'm afraid it's going to peak out. It's like my pet peeve. Okay, so she's tanking. I think I got my DPS gear on. We shall see.
Oh, I forgot to even ask. Are you talking to yourself on stream, or is my voice coming through as well?
Your voice is coming through as well. So
world.
So clean it up. Stop cussing.
Yeah, well, I'll see what I can do.
Oh, darn it. I assume the sun coming through a little bit too then.
Yep, you are.
Can hear you. The world can hear you.
Yes. Little redhead and B4 on the stream.
Hello.
4 people watching, which I think is us watching ourselves. All right.
Hey, it says there's 4.
One. Yeah, I think Werewolf is in here.
That is a poor man's voice chat.
Right.
We need a rest. We are tired. Many have died.
Oh, that's funny. Am I still in healing stance? I am still in healing stance. Thought I switched back out, but guess we're just gonna have under DPS this time.
Yeah, it's fine. This is fine.
Bam, already done. Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Even in DPS, there's a melodic interlude you can proc that lets you do 1 of 2 heals onto a friendly target. So I can
right.
still throw the occasional heal.
Yeah. I guess we will make a fun experiment of it. Okay.
Oh, more stuff in this.
Dadgummit. I always go the wrong way at this part.
Follow the herd.
Yeah, I got really lost in Rift the first, I don't know, dozen or 2 times I was in here. It felt very twisty turny. And having been in here a lot, especially since Bombadil, like Bombadil really cemented my understanding of the internal AI here.
So
But
what was the appeal of doing this on Bombadil? Like was this a PvP hotspot or was this just for funsies?
Oh no.
It was deeds.
Bombadil rewarded whatever they called it, honor or something, honor points for each deed you completed within a certain subset of all the deeds available. So like your deeds for social stuff like getting cheered at probably didn't count. Fishing deeds probably didn't count. But deeds from Shadows of Angmar instances did generally count, and that includes like doing the Rift on tier 2 and tier 3, the very deeds I do not have completed here on Affadil.
Interesting.
And so there were people organizing these runs as fast as the locks would allow to try and get those deeds, and everyone's running at level 50, whatever gear you can get at level 50, Shadows of Angmar stuff only.
That's one.
And so it was initially not too much of a challenge at tier 1. Like certainly you don't want to mess up too badly, but then you had to do it again at tier 2 and tier 3, and so there was some actual gearing up that had to happen for tanks to do well here.
That's interesting.
Yeah, for tier 2, especially tier 3, you did not want to go in and like, oh, just do it with 10 people. And so that was the appeal. Like you had to go in and had to do Hellegrod, you had to do Rift. But Hellegrod with 24 people felt like it had a little bit more, leniency to it. Like you lose 2 or 3 people in Hellegrod, that's just the cost of doing business. You lose 2 or 3 people in Rift tier 3, and it's like, oh, that was fun. Let's try it again. Practically.
Yeah.
And we definitely, because we were doing it more often, we were seeing some of those glitches that can happen.
Yeah.
Where
if
the elf who was doing the cleansings would just sometimes get into a state where the cleansing didn't happen, and so one side was still toxic water, or she would just stop moving. And it's like, that's frustrating.
Yeah, if she got touched by one of
Yeah, it definitely seemed to exacerbate her glitching out like that. And the funny thing is, since Bombadil, I haven't been seeing those issues. So either I'm just not running it off enough, or running over leveled, so we're able to prevent those issues.
Well, that was
happening.
before it probably doesn't have anything to do with it, but it was before the big LI switch. So I wonder if that has anything to.
There's that, yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, we can. I'm so busy talking. Not.
Werewolf's got the shovels, so you know it's business time.
Yeah. Oh, dual wielding shovels.
Dual wielding the shoves.
That's double focus.
Double shove.
All right, Gale, if you can hear us, follow.
Go quickly. I will hold off their assault.
Below. No, Gale, no.
Well, I think
Up the ramp.
Yeah. Oh, we're waiting on go. It's what it is.
Yeah, again, there's twists and turns, and so there's a cavern down there that looks like it's the path, but it's really just where the NPCs spawn out of. So
Yeah.
it's not an ideal place to run.
I find I have not watched the more recent ones, but I always find it interesting to watch Scenario's casual strolls. Not just because it's a good watch, but because he kind of explains some of the balancing act that they try to do between like good game design, good world building, and then staying true to Middle Earth. So I wonder where this would fall on that spectrum.
Yeah, it's interesting. The Elder Gang definitely feel like a creation of then Turbine more than necessarily something that you see in the books, but maybe I just missed a paragraph where they referenced.
No, it's definitely their own thing. But I just mean like the twisty and turniness of it, like how much of that is influenced by them trying to create like a Moria underground feel, and how much of it is, you know, the game experience they want us to have. I don't know.
Yeah, it's funny. I don't know if it was this one, but I definitely had that feeling about something where it's like, oh, this is sort of a prototypical Moria. Hey, we're below. And Gale.
We found them. Gale's doing their own thing out there. Just living life, living that elf life. Prototypical Moria. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So easy to get lost.
Yeah. Gale, where are you? Oh, Gale's down, so...
Cliff diving.
You help, you know.
What a thrill seeker.
Oh, maybe I should just, I should find those bandages where we can fall off of things.
About the only place.
Yeah, clock it.
Now, yeah, the upcoming 15-second instead of 60 minutes, 60 seconds cap for falling damage time is going to be interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that because I have, try as I may, I've not been able to amend my YOLOing ways. So 9 times out of 10, I'm jumping off a cliff anyway. So I think that'll be,
Yeah.
you know, you don't want people like jumping off, you know, the 7th level of Minas Tirith, but we also don't want to be penalized. We don't want to be penalized for like stumbling a little bit and then having to limp for 20 seconds or whatever.
I mean, you can't do that from Minas Tirith anyway because they're just invisible walls. We tried.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean,
I thought you could. I thought you could jump off the prow.
You can drop off the prow, but if you're just trying to drop from the 7th level to the 6th level as a shortcut,
right.
There are a few gaps in coverage, but for the most part, there are invisible walls blocking.
Okay.
So it doesn't look OSHA compliant, but it's OSHA compliant.
I don't think Denethor's too worried about work safety, workplace safety.
No, I don't think so.
Emergency exit.
You're on fire, you gotta go. Oh, mushroom quest is there with verbal and game. I have 2 for later.
Kurt Muskin.
I'm just got the question.
I am Little Redhead, you mentioned the war mounts. I am as excited as I am dreading Treebeard reaching Rohan. Because I feel like conceptually I've always liked the war mounts, but in application I still have not got a grip on it on the Tokyo Drift Middle-earth edition.
I thought I liked combat on war mounts, but it turns out I liked being a hunter on war mounts.
You just hang back and shoot stuff. Well, it should be too different as a minstrel, right? You just shout from horseback.
You'd think so, but I just feel like I have so much more capability as a minstrel on foot than I do as a minstrel on mounts. Like, oh, where's my area effect stun? Where's my interrupts? Where's my everything? I feel like I go plink, plink, plink while I'm on the war mount, and then I dismount as a minstrel and go, explode, 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 and everything dies.
I'm very curious. I'm very curious to see how Brawler's going to work because I have a Brawler on Landreval, but I just boosted him straight to the cap, so
Sure.
He's never done any mounted combat, so I just can't imagine like swooping past an orc and like punching them on the way or something. It's gonna be weird.
Just keep on throwing things.
Oh yeah, that's true. I do have my hurl object.
I don't know what that's going to translate to in a war mount.
You start taking
yeah,
parts of the saddle off and throwing it.
And how much of my uncomfort as a minstrel on a war mount is just because I haven't been forced to do it for 6 months,
Right.
Not forced but encouraged. Presented the opportunity to do such
Right.
things.
Yeah. I think outside of Rohan, the only time I really used War Steed was when everyone was grinding the Mordor deeds, like the Nazgul raid, and everyone would just mount up and like race across Mordor to try to get the. And so that was just for strict convenience's sake. We weren't actually doing any fighting on horseback, so we'll see. Because if we get Dunlin in December-ish, I assume, and then what does that mean? West Rohan this next summer 2023? Is that the rough estimate?
Isengard is next.
Isengard, yeah.
Dunlin and the Isengard instance cluster, but I don't know what else. That's probably the river.
Right, but that was like a mini one.
River?
That was like a mini one. Will that come out with Isengard? In kind of the same way that Edwith came out with Mirkwood. Didn't Edwith come out with Mirkwood?
I think it came out before Rohan, and so anything that came out before Rohan was probably going to get packaged together with it.
With
I
Isengard,
guess.
Sam,
Just like Edwith probably came out after Siege of Mirkwood, but before Rise of Isengard.
yeah. Right, so they lumped it with Mirkwood when it came out on
I
Treebeard.
think so.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think so. We're well beyond my knowledge and into probablys.
We leave that to the people who edit the wiki.
I put the wiki link in the chat there.
Oh,
Nice.
thank you.
Did you? I don't see it.
You took chat?
Yeah, I'm looking. Last thing I see is Yas.
Yo.
Tracker system.
Yeah.
Yeah, chat is being
That's-
fussy. I have no idea what's going
I'll
on.
refresh the page. Nope.
Whatever.
Oh, that's weird. I see it on my screen.
Maybe it needs to be approved because it's a link or something.
Let's see.
That's in the G chat. Got snoring again.
Now, I think it'd be interesting if they did something like that, where if there were incremental releases of content between major releases, like, okay, 2 months into this 6-month period, now you get Activate or whatever.
Yeah,
Now you get the in their absence.
yeah. I wonder if it's just a question of ease on their part. Like, you can just drop it all and kind of forget about Treebeard for 6 months.
So according to Wiki, Rise of Isengard was Dunland and Gap of Rohan.
Oh, yeah, the Gap of Rohan, yeah.
Yeah. Which, map-wise, just feels like an extension of Dunland.
Yeah. And that's such a heavily instanced zone, too. It's kind of hard to keep up with.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does seem to say something about a great river as an update.
Well, I'm not a fan of everything attacking me just because I foolishly attacked them first.
A bit rude.
I know, it's like, what's even happening?
I'm trying to remember how to play Brawler. I thought I had a self-heal, but maybe I have to be in a different stance or a different build.
Punch, punch.
Oh, thank you.
Just
I was doing nod in agreement,
Any-
punch.
anything else? A little bit of food, a little bit of other food.
Ready and steady. It is weird that, I guess when those prompts come up, you can only smack enter if it's a yes/no thing. It seems like ready, not ready would allow you to press enter to confirm, but I didn't build this game 300 years ago whenever it came out, so it's not up to me.
Yeah, there's some dialogues where I would really like an enter key to do the default,
Yeah,
the option. And so like quest dialogues, like I would love, especially on task
oh
quest
my
dialogues,
gosh,
like
yes.
I would like to press enter and just accept this thing. But
Yes.
even in Windows, if you're doing like buttons, you kind of have to specify in a dialogue that this is the dialogue and this is the default button. And if you don't do those things,
right.
yeah, even in Windows, you don't have that. I would like to not be stunned.
Live, little minstrel.
It's this this guard that keeps shooting me.
Yeah, that keystroke thing would definitely be handy because I've been playing on the Steam Deck a lot and it's great. But
Oh yeah.
the more key slots, or key bindings, hotkeys, the better. Because it has a little pad, like thumb track mouse thingy, which works quite well. But it's one more step that I would prefer to just have on a button.
Sure. I could see a touchscreen working okay for that kind of thing. You just poke it.
Yeah. But then you have to mess with the UI to make it big enough, and so that's something I'm still playing with. I might do a video on it whenever I feel motivated to do so, because I'm sure I'm not the only one who's fussing with the UI constantly.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, we are a bit old-fashioned in our monitor choices, so we're just working with a 1K monitor, 1920 by 1080, and so we do not have the same visual issues that a lot of people with higher resolution monitors are expressing.
Yeah, that's been like the number one issue people want to talk about is the UI at a 4K resolution.
Yeah, and I guess I gotta say, on the one hand, I think it'll be cool if and when LOTRO does support that. I think that's something on my radar. But on the other hand, if you are intentionally kind of buying a monitor that is, has a huge resolution compared to kind of what the default is, then that's kind of you need to be prepared for this kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what
you
it
need
is.
to have a strategy to how to deal with this.
Yeah.
But as years go on and 4K becomes more or at least 2K becomes more the norm, I don't think that lasts forever, but
Nah, it's just
especially a couple of years ago when people were like, it doesn't work on my 4K monitor, and it's like, yeah.
It's the power creep of technology.
Didn't exist right
Work on my holographic display.
I know it's gonna be the laser disc of gaming before too long.
Like, I mean, sure, but so like I have empathy, but I don't know how much sympathy I have.
Yeah.
Or vice versa.
One of those.
Yeah. All right, there's another optional quest here. Let's make sure we pick that up.
Will you help us in our time of need?
I don't think I ever noticed that the mouth was animated on these giants.
Huh?
I mean, in my lengthy and illustrious LOTRO career, I've only done Rift like maybe 5 times total. So.
Oh, sure. Yeah, doing it over and over and over that one summer was very helpful to like, oh, there's a story here.
Right,
okay.
yeah. There's always a story. There was a discussion on Reddit about like somebody wanted to do a podcast, but they had no idea what to do a podcast about, and there's a suggestion about a podcast or a YouTube channel that's just about kind of breaking down the LOTRO story, which I think could be really useful because there's so many little stories and there's these big overarching stories that go like for 15 years. It would be nice to have them all.
Coming through.
What's coming through?
There's a patrol coming.
Oh, the Orkies. They're there.
Yeah.
Okay, they found you.
Oh, they got Gale.
He's just happened to be way harder than the other ones you find in the hallway. So.
And then you don't get any credit for them because they get tagged by the.
Not if they get engaged by the giants. Or at all. It just doesn't count for this quest. Oh well.
C'est la vie.
Yeah, but I'm still at 0.25. Giants. Yeah, it's no biggie. It is a raid wiper if you're not prepared for it and you're on level, because those things are just like, I don't know, 5-10 times harder than your average orc. Whereas you can come in here and just clean the floor. And hey, that's.
Oh, you want to know what? I'm gonna turn on a rep accelerator. I got one of those
nice.
around here somewhere.
That's a good idea, actually, because for the Elder Gang, yeah. Okay, reputation accelerator. Nom.
Nom nom nom.
I keep getting these out of the character boosts from the mission wrappers.
Oh yeah, man, I've not been touching missions lately.
Oh, if you do the mission wrappers, especially when you're at cap level, there's 2 then at 15 and 2 at 45, as opposed to the normal 1 and 1. And so you can get character reward packages that include rep accelerators.
Yeah, I gotta do that.
Just
There's so many other
matters.
games on my radar. I feel like I've been kind of no man's land with LOTRO. I haven't had any. Just feel like I've been waiting for Before the Shadow. Totally forgot there were even missions. I did start messing around with the Zelruka missions just because I hadn't touched those. And I like that area a lot. Gosh, these crows, you're killing me. Not literally.
She's a fan of birds.
I'm doing it on Alphaville though. I'm not doing it on you.
Just to watch.
Oh, is it watching it bothering you? You can try and do it when you're not nearby.
No, it's fine.
Behind his back.
I'm just being aggressive.
That way he knows what's happening, but he's not sure where. Or feeling somehow, somewhere, a bird is watching you.
Well, we all know birds aren't real, so I shouldn't be so upset.
Alright, I'll pop off. I'll pull up the Far Side cartoon I was looking. Oh my goodness, healing inductions just take so long.
Well, at least you're not getting chopped. That's positive.
There you go. Into Discord it goes.
Oh.
Yeah. Far Side cartoon is definitely a part of my childhood, so random bits of it are just stuck in my head forever.
I understand. I'm that way with Calvin and Hobbes.
Nice. Yeah.
What's up, buddy?
What? Did I get a mushroom? I must have. Looks like everyone's got a mushroom.
Beats.
Looks like Gale may not have gotten the threat of fire. So glad to share. Excellent. Everyone has the quest.
Speaking of experimenting, I need to sit down one day and figure out if it's more beneficial to...
Another patrol.
Oh, there's no patrol?
Usually? Well, usually some jump down off of those stairs. Maybe that already happened.
The stairs wouldn't happen.
Okay.
I'd be curious to learn
Yeah,
if it's
I'm-
better to build
Or
up
more.
those... come on, brain. The innate strengths for the brawler to get more DPS, or for shorter fights if it's better to just pop the shorter damage boost. I'm sure somebody's out there who's done the work.
Yeah, like if your fight will last less than 7.2
Yeah.
seconds.
No, yeah, you're not joking. There's people out there that are that kind of thing. Like when I was doing what was the big raid in the Lothlorien Moria expansion?
Narcovic.
Yeah, when I was doing that a bunch, there was that organized chaos kin over here in Treebeard. They were like that. They would just be like, all right,
if
we're gonna
your
I got
analysis
the
doesn't. Yeah, if your analysis doesn't include a spreadsheet, are you even doing one?
right. Those guys would have like the timers out and everything, so it made for an efficient raid. But it was I could not put the work in on the front end for that. I just don't have the attention span.
Yeah. I'm definitely somewhere in between. Like I can get obsessed with details like that,
Yeah.
but for the most part, we're doing a lot of playing the story for like completionist side of things,
Right.
from quests and deeds. We're playing through the story and poking at the edge cases and seeing the world, but we're not necessarily like, how can I be most efficient at level 73?
Exactly.
Partly, I mean, the game is so generous with experience, unless you are going out of your way to not level up, that whatever is really good for you at level 73, well, you're about to be level 80.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's definitely a discouragement of worrying about that too much
Yeah.
until you get to a higher level where...
I wonder
Yeah,
if that's some of
okay.
the appeal
You
of,
get one-
of Treebeard as well. Is like, I'm gonna be on this level for like X number of months, so you can really sink your
Absolutely.
teeth in.
Yeah, so some of those micro adjustments at level 65 can start to matter. At
Yeah.
least they will, then, as long as you want them to.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely part of why I've been focusing on adding these little bits and pieces to the Minster Buff plugin. It's like, oh, I actually care about that 3% reduction
Right.
in whatever. If I have Soliloquy of Spirit up, okay, let's actually have a UI for measuring that then. And where I just did not care about that before because like, oh, if I'm not healing well enough, I should just go get some more levels.
Right. Got to be ready for Drygok.
Yes. I'm very curious to find out if on level, if you can actually do Drygok with just 6 people, or if you're going the challenge mode of doing the, if you're doing all the conjunctions, or
Right.
if that's just not enough people for like the tank to stay healed and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because you gotta have a tank who stays up.
Well, you've got to have enough DPS to get through the claws so that Drygok flops on his belly, and then you just need 6 people to execute a conjunction. So, but if you don't beat the claws down fast enough, Drygok rotates around the room. It just makes it a lot harder. Suddenly you have to care about the maze that is his lair. All
Right.
of that.
That will
And
be
so-
curious because I think, like
Yeah.
with the LI power creep, because they're clearly not going to do anything about that. So we'll be curious to see what you can find out.
Yeah, I think
Ran into them.
yeah, that's on you.
It okay.
All right, we got a Rehopify. Now, it is possible to swim around, although I did notice in the in the Rescue and Nerzka shoe instance, the lava is immediately fatal. You can't just swim around all of the Toraks.
Yeah, we should.
Ha! That would be a
I'm
nice design
Trying
flaw.
to activate it. There we go. Oh,
Oh boy, I am on fire.
yeah, watch out for those. No, they just explode, I think. Yeah, the big thing we learned about this room is that they don't necessarily pop up unless you walk right next to them, like this one in the corner here that I just activated. Like, you can walk around it 9 times out of 10, but on that one time, if someone does walk next to it and it pops up, then they're stuck in combat. They can't leave the room.
Oh boy.
Everybody else is already down.
Okay, now do remember there's Reflect in this room. Alright, so Everseer's got to leave. I think we might need to approach. So I believe we need to defeat each of the 4 seers. Otherwise, the named one, I'll put a sun on him. The named one has Uber Reflect while the
Okay.
seers are still up, I believe.
Maybe put not a sun on it.
Fair enough.
Go on.
Let's see. Hey, Rose. Try not to point at someone who's got Reflect. All right, so yeah, that's the thing is don't kill yourself on the Reflect.
Hit somebody with a flash drive.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, if there's anyone out there that does want to do a podcast or video series but doesn't have any ideas, I would love to have somebody like, oh, well, there's the Reflect. That's exactly what you told me not to do. I would love to see somebody put all the pieces together for the Nameless storyline, because even the Everseer is tagged as Nameless. So I'd like to see all those pieces kind of threaded together to see if there's some intentionality.
Okay, now all 4 of the helpers are down.
Hold me down.
Yeah. I already used my in-combat res, so I'm just gonna...
Yeah, don't worry about me.
What?
I got this.
Not in this stance. It's like infinite minutes in this stance. No, it's got like a 12-minute cooldown by default. And you just bring it down to 2 minutes if you're in healing stance. Yeah, if you're not in healing stance, they don't want you resing multiple times in a combat. Alright, where's our encounters?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh no, birds, don't come in.
Okay, you say.
All right, once Rear Willow's in here, we'll go ahead and refresh. What? Okay.
Yeah, I better have a snack. There we go. It's always funny, entertainingly disappointing doing the lower level raids because you're like, look at all this gear that I can't use. But maybe there's some good cosmeticals.
Rear Willow.
Where Willow, how are you now?
Too much delay listening to the stream.
Yeah, doing the real deal.
Yeah, I was just like, oh no, the reflections. Like, wait, I only said that in the voice channel here, and
And
only.
it clearly didn't but matter to me because I punched him with my hardest hit anyway when he was reflecting.
That's fair. Wow, I've already chewed through 3,000 and a bit of my bonus reputation from all this just trickling in from mob kills.
Yeah, dude. All right, I'm over my avophobia. What does it mean when you're? What is it when you're afraid of birds? Hold on, let me go back to your far side. I'm gotten over my anatidophobia.
Anatidophobia. Yeah, well, that's only ducks.
You say it's getting better or getting worse?
It's better. I'm cured.
Okay. Exposure therapy.
I mean, it helps that there's those little pixels on the screen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Starklings are so cute. I almost don't want to kill them. Almost.
Oh, it's just right on the stream.
Yeah, you shape it.
Your inventory full. Yeah. I've got 33 spaces left. I'm surprised you have any. All right, brief pause for inventory.
Just Right's here. Welcome aboard. Thanks for checking it out.
It's funny. It was going to be innovative vibes, and then suddenly it's the Rift.
Yeah, I know. I'll have to edit the stream info later.
Which is funny like that. You can update the stream title whenever you want to, but the recording of it on the Twitch side is just whatever the stream was before you started streaming.
Right.
So if you forget to change it from whoever was before you on the LOTRO stream side of things, anyway,
Could be
it's just
very
like, oh,
confusing.
yeah, there's just two Heart of a Hobbits right next to each other.
But no, but yes, periodically.
All right, so I think we're both doing better on right here.
That's positive. All right, we coming up on Tharlak? Not Tharlak.
Yeah.
The fiery orc guy.
We're coming up on the arena Tharlok or something. No, not Tharlok.
What's the-
Frang.
Frang, good old Frang.
The other T word.
I am confused. They never brought harm before. Galariel said. Galariel knows nothing. What has she ever done but enslave?
Galariel, she's enslaving the spoiler.
We will do as you say then, Everson.
Okay, you know, this fight has me slightly worried. I am going to switch into Fuel Stance. And I think I'm just twitchy because of the holiday version.
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't this
the
one
seasonal?
slightly different than the holiday one? Or is it the
I
same
think you
fight?
still need to blow throwing up on the fumerals for to remove that armor, but I just feel like it was a less intense version of it in here than in the
I think
seasonal.
you're right.
But just in case, I have been healing.
You have led the orcs to us,
I
little
think this
ones.
is getting out like
Seer
one.
spoke true. You are not to be trusted.
There's orcs coming in from the place we came in, and those are the actual focus. The tank's just going to keep him busy. You don't actually have to shoot him.
Oh, right. We just hit the work stuff.
Yeah, so take out the orcs. Don't worry about Ymir. As long as he's focused on the tank, we're good. And then we're gonna have these waves of orcs coming out of the western entrance here, where we came in. I'm gonna get stomped by him.
That's fine.
This is fine.
Builds character.
The character of a flattened hobbit? Yes, it does. Oh my goodness, I forgot how bad my anthems are in blue stance. Like, they last 30 seconds, and that is it. Alright, good news is I'm definitely able to heal through tier 1 damage in here.
Perfect.
Perhaps you are not the enemy, he says.
So did those links that I posted in chat ever come through?
Did you do it in YouTube or Fellowship Chat? I saw,
YouTube.
oh, yeah, I saw one on Fellowship Chat, but not on YouTube. That's weird.
You have to.
Yeah, I looked around on the app. I didn't see any need to like approve anything, and we got other people chatting. So I don't know.
Well,
Oh, there you are.
my anthems are. Oh my goodness. This 30-second anthem duration is just.
He must not be allowed to escape.
But it was only 46 trait points. I didn't feel I could afford to spend any more on the make anthems last night. Funerals. Does that mean Thrangs here? Watch out for them. Like that.
Well, you'll get the opportunity to rework all those traits next week, right, with the reset.
Yeah.
I need to run to take some screenshots of that
Yeah.
actually.
Sorry. I think it was read enough, I think.
Enough.
I've still, because I used it in my other stance, I've still got 3 minutes on my res. So if everyone else could not die,
Working on it. I should
Right,
probably
thanks, Neil, for your
not. I'll
protection.
probably let Werewolf handle the explodey parts.
Thing is vulnerable. Go ahead and unload on him.
What color is the tooltip that shows if he's vulnerable or not? Oh, it's that one. That yellow one?
The soul tempered by flame. It's yellow and
Yeah,
kind of
there
a
it is.
scully
Okay.
thing. Werewolf's doing a great job maneuvering him, and he's
Tremendous
vulnerable
job.
again.
World class.
One's exploding to my left. That's stunning him. Okay, yeah, this is going much nicer than the seasonal version, which
Yeah.
I feel like is probably tier 2 or tier 3 equivalent.
Easy peasy.
I think so too. It really does feel nice.
Yeah. I got a quest item, which I think I have already used. Yep, okay.
Sword is coming.
I'm glad you said that because I would not have realized that.
You'll get it every time you defeat Thrang, but you can only use it once. You got a conversion trader over here. This is your last conversion trader if you want to do such things.
What brings you?
I guess I'll do that. I wish I could get reputation instead of Rift Iron coins. Slow down.
Yeah, these guys are tall. Biggest in the class. Let's see.
Hit the throttle limit. It's like, slow down. It's like, give me a times 10 option.
Yeah, that'd be a nice quality of life change they could bring to the game. What are
I
the
was
Rift?
having that
What could
problem.
you
I was
use the Rift
trying-
Iron coins for? Is that for the gear?
You can buy up some potions or just some brilliant Edelharn tokens. You know, just
Those are nice.
I'm just gonna get 12 plus 5 hope tokens. I think.
Yep,
I guess
yep.
it depends on whether I've still got any of those flasks in my storage.
Well, I went ahead and got
I did. What's a stack?
I'll put it in the chat or the fellowship chat. I got
Flagging of them. Oh yeah, that's nice.
Sure.
Love attack net. Gosh, they're so tall I can't even see their icons. Here we go.
Yeah, the fellowship wide ones do a little bit less, and the personal ones they're still only effective. All right, and that was the last encounter before the final encounter. Spoilers.
So we don't want to do this.
Do it.
Right. I mean,
Good point. So
Yeah.
we need the instance.
yeah, so sorry, just retyping it in fellowship for anyone who's not hearing. So this is where we would duck out and reset relaunch the instance as tier 2 or tier 3. The locks that we've completed so far will still be locked, so we'll just run straight through.
That's cool.
And then we'll only have Tharlock.
Yeah, I'm down for whatever.
So the real question is, what's I would say let's try tier 3, and if we get crushed, then we stop doing tier 3.
Okay. Makes sense. Some good Hobbit sense there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not with you. I can't do
I can summon you.
But yeah, because I want to turn in the mushroom quest.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, I'm just going to do mustering horns for anyone who wants to be here for that mushroom quest.
Yeah, I better take that.
Okay. Blah has heard your summons, so everyone should have it if they want it. Nice. All right.
We have a crowd of us standing there, waving at the sky.
Awesome. Oh man,
Yeah.
I have task items. I need to get task items.
That's such a weird animation.
I know, right? And it takes a while.
Yeah.
Interesting.
As compared to like a summoning horn or a captain summon. It's wheeled.
Greetings.
Yeah, I've got the brawler. I was thinking about getting the brawler set here cosmetically, but I think it's just a colored version of the champ set.
Oh, did they added one?
Or maybe I'm thinking of Helagrod. I can't remember. There was one of them from this era or this level that there was a brawler set, but it was just a recolored version of the. Oh yeah, here it is. Gloves of the Uncompromising. Yeah, it's just a recolored champ one, which is fine. It looks cool, but and I don't think I can do any. I don't think I can do anything else with these tokens, so might as well, I guess. Ooh, some cosmetic punchers that I don't think you can get elsewhere. Anywho.
I'm gonna enjoy my cooked food here, so it can cool down. All right. So this should be tier 3.
It was.
Awesome.
There's the bear. Hello.
So because we have all of those locks, we should not see any mobs that exist at that lock or prior. So this should just be a run through empty hallways. But just in case, like
Never
sticking
can tell.
together does not hurt.
Yeah, just in case we miss somebody.
Yeah, or if someone would otherwise get lost.
I feel attacked.
Exchange.
Now, with no mobs to open it, we must open our own door.
Ugh.
I know.
So pedestrian.
Yeah. All right, here's where you use that fall bandage if you want to.
Yeet.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Well, you're still slow.
I'm not.
Oh, you're following. Let's see.
Yeah, bear. Yeah.
That's okay. Only another 30 seconds.
Hey, live it up. This is gonna be like traveling rations next week. You're gonna be like, oh, I miss
I
those
know.
days. I miss those inconveniences.
When?
I have another 51 minutes on my phone. Because the last hour.
Oh, I have them. I just forgot to grab them. By the time I was thinking about it, I was like, that's too late. Casper, what's up?
One of the cats just woke up. The other one,
Nice of you to join us, Kat.
Well, you know, the food bowl is a whole 10 feet away from the chair. So. Crunch, crunch, crunch. So I'm guessing we're not going to have too much trouble in the wings, but it'll just be the actual Tharlok
Tharlok,
fight
yeah.
that could be some problems.
Okay.
The slow and steady way to do that fight is just, you know, some people stand in the center and keep healing her and doing whatever they need to do for the distributed damage stuff, and like two others just go off to the side, you know. So one kind of tanky, so like a Home could go and maybe a Rose could go, and you know, Home gathers any aggro and Rose spins the wheel. That's like the
Yeah, talk
cautious
talk
way
me
to
through the
go.
wings because I can't remember how that works. I know, I
That's-
vaguely remember.
Yeah, the multi-part fight goes. The first thing you need to do is protect the elf, which is kind of close to Gladriel, but it's not.
You mean her name?
Glathril or something.
Glathril, yeah.
So we're protecting her while she cleanses the two side wings first, and then that's 2 of the 4 ways the toxin is getting into the water, and we need to clear all 4 of them. So then, while Tharlok is starting to become active, some of us stand in the magic square of protection in front of him, and you know, maybe 2 of us peel off to the left, the back left, and the back right, and each of those has a wheel you have to spin. Oh, looks like we missed one. Each one of those has a wheel you have to spin.
Yes,
and
yes.
I don't think you can spin that while you're being attacked. What's the reflection?
It's deliberate.
Sorry. Great.
There's a back left. Oh, there's 2 fumerals. That's
Wowee.
exciting. There's a back left and a back right room, and both of those have a wheel. They each have a wheel, and they each have mobs protecting them. So, sort of the classic approach is one tanky type person goes in and gets the attention,
Yep.
and the other person runs up and spins the wheel, and then you both come back to the group and you burn down the mobs, and then you just repeat that for the other side.
Got it.
So that way the group can help with getting rid of it.
Yeah. The accelerated version of that is you send some people to each side at the same time, so that you can get it done faster. Wow. Well, I'm glad we're all here together. What is up with these fumerals?
Golly.
Well, we're all here.
Yeah, I mean, you're right here. I see you. I see your body right here.
We're just having a little rest, a little downtime.
That's great. All right here. All right. Loose. You should stand up now.
I figured she got him first.
Home, you should stand up now. Well, this is his penance
Thank you very much.
for going down first.
It's for the birds.
No birds.
All right.
I only had like 150.
Yes.
That's it. Amateur hour.
Yeah, you know, my random guess earlier, I just popped out a 3-digit number. I was off by 14. I guessed like 164, and she had 180 left to go.
Nice.
I am surprised. Oh, because we're not just running back in after getting defeated, we restarted the instance. So the fumerals don't seem to be tied to any particular lock.
That's probably why we just.
Maybe. But once you've done them, if we die and run back into Tharlock, then the ones we have defeated this time should be gone. I was not thinking about that difference.
Well, now we know.
Here it's half the battle, so Tharlock should be twice as easy now.
G.I. Joe.
Hey,
This is on the counter.
stop turning on the stove.
We have one of those stoves that you press a button to make it come on, so it's like, you know, touch sensitive kind of thing.
The cats love to play with it.
Well, when they walk across the stove will also be like, "Hey, there's something on me," and it just seems to be sitting there. Like,
Classic
maybe be
antagonism
aware of
between
that.
cats and stoves.
Yeah. Which is nice. Sometimes you leave a metal pan like on the control pad, and it's like, "Hey, get that off of me."
Smart.
You don't want to start a fire, and the cats just do that too.
Because you would have to touch both. You'd have to touch the control pad to turn it on, and then you'd have to actually touch the controls.
Yeah, it's a multi-step process, but a cat can easily do that. So it'll also turn itself off again right quick if you indicate a control, but you don't actually set a power level. And then once you've done all that, if there's nothing on the burner, it has multiple levels of control, which you know, is a nice little cat proofiness.
There's Galadriel.
Alright, so FYI, if you're in a large raid group, the standard is to come stand over here so you don't activate her. Once you activate her, she tells the tale of what's in here, but there is no stopping her from proceeding to the action. He's already done it.
Come back, because
Yeah, there's how long do they last? So yeah, once you activate her, I mean, she takes a while to do her story, but there's no stopping her, and then she'll open up the doors, we'll go in, the doors shut. So if your raid group is a little bit distributed across the instance, then you come in here and you duck into this side and wait for everyone to gather up, and then you trigger it. Looks like they have a 5-minute duration. Cool.
oh, you know what? Now's a good time to do this.
Yeah, sure. Ooh, +5 hope tokens that last for 90 minutes, and you two don't stack with the rest of them?
Let's see. I better have a snack to go with the story time. Story time.
When I open this seal, the true test of your will shall begin. First, I must remove the seal.
I have so many rejuvenation potions. I don't feel like I need.
I'm surprised we've never seen a cosmetic version of her outfit, like even for like a Halloween thing.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
I wonder.
Make sure you don't get left on the other side of the door.
Yep, come on through. Okay, so she's going to be like, oh, something's wrong. We need to start cleansing these pools. We'll follow her left. She does not walk very quickly.
Just in time. Tharlock is stirring. There is something amiss. We must purify these streams.
I feel like that single point on the ceiling was not a good design choice for the manacles.
Yeah, I think the elves were tired at that point.
I mean, this is why you get dwarves involved.
Yeah.
They will do everything they can to stop us.
Oh, no,
The elves are
it'll be
like,
fine.
my ennui, and the dwarves were just excited to have something to do.
All right, so we have some darklings coming. Let's go ahead
So cute.
and make sure we tag them all. No, we're not going to say the D word. Or the G word. It rhymes with lich. Oh, and the water is fatal, so don't touch it.
Thank you for the reminder. I definitely would have touched it.
Oh yeah, and we are on tier 3. Ellen's like been one-shotted, so that's very promising.
Story. Stoish. They can't stand. No tier can stand the fists of fury.
I must clear the waters here.
I tend to put a trip trap around the
Smart.
tripwire, so that way if anything comes close to it, it gets hit by the tripwire first.
Smart.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Why is my Solidified Spirit Tracker not working? Yeah, and then it was working, so I stopped worrying about it. I'm just getting really tough.
As part of the instance, you spend a lot of time to have it if anything shows up.
What was that?
On this part of the instance, I have a lot to see if anything shows up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, some Darklings way over there. Is it worth running over to get them, or do we just leave them alone?
We must continue.
You're headed that way.
Noise.
Okay, we can see the water has been cleared, so now it is no longer fatal to stand in
Good, I'm
this
thirsty.
water, but the Mountain Dew water is still bad.
Do the do. Don't do the do.
Oh, I was talking about the magical square. This is what I was talking about, the magical square.
This is magical.
Later on, we're going to want to be standing in that. But for now, she's moseying on over.
Taking her time.
Oh yeah.
No.
You can see the door has closed to the other wing now.
Quickly now.
And same thing will happen here.
So you gotta make sure you don't get stuck back there.
Yes, I think that was what happened. This might have been last year. Whenever we were first doing Rift, I think I got caught behind that door. It was weird. I think I got caught behind the door, and then I think my computer crashed or something. But then I still got credit for defeating Darlock, so it was a good morning for me.
I think there's a visibility problem, which I've now sorted.
Huzzah.
Oh, Darkling. Darkling, dark.
And there's trouble. Call Glitherial.
Exactly.
We must purify this fountain as well. Do not
Exactly.
Directly across the way. Nice throw.
Thanks.
Everyone's got one here.
Saw like a boot go flying.
Just whatever I have on hand. Yeah, I think the sheer... I've written extensively about this because it's just kind of the kind of dumb stuff I get obsessive with, but the sheer ridiculousness of the brawler, I think, saved me from my my nerd Tolkien Puritanism rage. It's like, well, how's, you just imagine this guy like getting very good at throwing boots in some tavern in Rohan, and now it's like his #1 go-to move.
Excellent. All right, we're out of combat. I'm gonna eat some food. Okay, so assuming she successfully purges this water, we will walk back to the center.
Oh yeah.
Here we
I
go.
am through here.
All right, so there's a two-part here. She has to say she's done, and then the water actually has to clear, and it looks like we've got both of those. So that's great. Sometimes it doesn't go as smoothly. In the center, we're going to go into part 2 here. This is where we need to turn off those two. You can see them pouring out in the back there. On the back left and back right.
Little
So
King Tut looking things.
we can see over here, there's a path that leads along the left side, and then there's another path that leads along the right side into little back rooms.
Yeah.
In the back left and back right.
So we don't do them yet.
Yeah. So those are where, let's say, you and Rose will run off to.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Stronger. We
want
must.
to go to the right side first.
Why? He is free.
I'm
What
gonna
has
put
been
some
done?
healing on Galadriel. She's a little
We
injured.
must stop the corrupted water from entering the pool. Hurry. Some of you stand with me. The others must handle
Good.
the levers.
So home with me.
Are you carrying a sparkler?
Yes.
Do not question the sparkler.
All right. So
Balrogs
you
never
get the
suspect a
boat.
sparkler.
get that guy. And there's a couple of darklings in here also. I don't know
Okay.
if you got their attention.
Watch out for your health.
Oh boy, he got me good.
Hold.
Oh, he wasn't paying attention at all. Ooh, that's some tier 3 stuff.
Hey,
Run for it.
What happened to Weir Willow?
Tier 3 happened.
Platform and then knocked me off the backside of it.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna regroup a little bit here.
I'm having a flashback. Do I need to retreat or?
And oh no.
Oh yeah, if I
Okay,
retreat, I'm
Raphael
stuck.
was taken down, I think.
Oh, if you just will lose.
Rats.
I stopped paying attention to her. Okay, that's wild. I didn't realize he was gonna do that.
That went up a
Now
notch.
you-
Now, do we want to give that one more try before like going into world, or I can go into world right now and see if anyone wants to join us?
Yeah, I say either get some pugs or drop it down to tier 2.
I agree. Grab some more
not
people.
keeping aggro on him for whatever reason, despite taunting, so I could go heals, and that might help us in the center.
Yeah, that could be.
Smart.
Let me. I think let's. I would say it's worth one more try.
Okay.
Anyways,
But let's run through while I look in fellowship.
yeah, that's fine. It's gonna take a while to get somebody to join us, so we'll start that process now.
Yeet.
As I was typing, it wanted to have me stop following it. All right, so if one ducks over to the right here, you can bounce off the wall.
Ah.
All right, we got a response who wants to come. They're going to alt to come on join us.
That's positive.
Oh, we got another. Oh no! Can I convert to raid? Oh, we need to step out so I can convert to live raid. Sorry about that.
Oh. All right, I'm gonna go grab a water real quick. Then I shall be back.
We're all out.
Someone level 45 brawler wants to join. How do you feel about that?
Sure.
I don't think they'll have enough health.
I guess you could ask them right back. Maybe ask if they've done it before. They're new to it, like a little.
All right, all that talk of purifying water made me thirsty.
Yeah.
I do want to put. They have done Rift, but not here.
How much else do they have? If it's around or above 10,000, I'd say let them try it.
Did the lighting change, or
okay.
am I kind of losing it?
What?
It seems like the lighting
Oh,
changed in here.
Yeah, how do we do that? kind of have a little bit of that myself.
Maybe it's a raid thing. Bounce off the wall. Yeet. Parkour.
Yeah, this level 45 brawler has 6.3k, and I'm pretty sure Tharlock can do 10k hits on tier 3. That was one of the big thing was at level 50 getting your morale high enough to just
Right.
survive some of those one shots.
Sheesh.
And that was rough, yeah, when you're level 50, like, we were really struggling to get that high.
Never get tired of that skybox with the arena in the background. Just looks cool.
Mm-hmm. I think they're really nice stuff with this one, you know, like how
Yeah.
it's so contained, but it's so big.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
I don't know, maybe that's one of the reasons why people just come after it years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I like how how it connects to these different set pieces.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got a Bjorny running up here.
Oh, I moved to ally with Elkhorn. Yay.
Sorry. I think we're out. Something.
Oh yeah. There's no deeds associated with it, so just one of those. It's not at the max level for me.
Just for funsies.
Ivar is defeated. Oh,
It might have just run off the edge.
I thought it was shenanigans.
Right? That's true. I've have entered the rift far more because of shenanigans than.
Oh yeah, your
actual-
hobnannigan hack. Almost forgot about that.
It's the instance that will kill you the fastest if you want such a thing.
And for hobnannigans, you sure do.
Yes, you are ahead of me. I was, and then I was a little bit more. We've already doubled. It's fine. Just watch out for reflect.
You know, if I don't hit it, it doesn't reflect that.
Ay.
I hear good things. Reflect.
All right, we're filling out the ranks here. That's good. We might get this thing done.
Yeah, exactly.
So did you have a specific goal in mind, B4, when you decided on tier 3, or you just want to see if you can do it?
There is for me, uncompleted deed called the Rift of Ner'zgashu, tier 3.
Oh,
Which
fascinating.
I believe, if you do it, I'll also cumulatively finish off the tier 2 deed.
Oh, cool.
So any of us who don't have one or both of those deeds, I think, will benefit from this. I was just glancing back through my instances, Shadows of Angmar, and so I've got 2 for the Forsaken Cavern because the minimum level for the Perfect Fellowship is like level 70. So next expansion, and then there's the Rift of Ner'zgashu, tier 2 and tier 3, and those have been staring me, haunting me.
Taunting you.
Exactly. So, because we are waiting for people to gather up, when we get into that antechamber, we will just run over to the left and kind of pause, so that we don't accidentally trigger her before everyone who's coming is going to get there.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna buy some.
Sure. Of course, every time we invite someone, they kind of start the run from scratch, and so I kind of pushes the timer forward on when can we start this fight. But I think every person we add is going to be worthwhile, except for Oh, I don't know. Sacrilege only has 8,000 morale. That could be a problem. We'll see. They're Bjorning, so maybe it's worth it.
Bears are made
the
of
rest of
stern
us have-
stuff.
Once we're all together and everyone's buffed up, they might pop over 10,000 anyway.
Yeah, like, was it captains or something that can give everybody a buff?
Yeah. Okay. So it sounds like Weirwillow is going to do healing with me. Explains why you have 9,000 less morale. Your tank form is so powerful. Thanks. Thanks for that. Alright, do I have anything else? I still think I have Store Hope? Yes. If you have Store Hope, this is not a bad fight to use it on because Tharlock will do a thing that clears your normal hope, and so we'll want to re-up after that, but
Should I go tank
Yeah.
to survive doing those side missions, or just keep it with the dips?
yeah, if you have more tankiness, that would not hurt.
I shall be.
As
I
you-
shall
I'll
be
say,
as
as you
tanky.
saw. I mean, ideally, you go in there, you get their attention, and you get out. You don't stay in there and fight them at all. But
Okay,
I
and then
know-
just let
I think-
somebody spin the wheel and then get out.
Exactly.
Okay.
Your goal is the wheel spinner is not attacked,
Right.
but your goal is also to stay alive.
True. Okay, I'm gonna put on my tankiest of tanking gear.
Oops. All right, I need to move this so I can see everyone. Okay, I put on a last call.
Okay.
And 3 people are still pump walking.
All right. You said some more people are running up through the thing. Oh, that's
So you can tell when people go through the funeral room because they get the fire
right.
on them. Like Ivar's in there now.
Right.
Let's see. What's a good? Here we go. This is some good fighting armor.
It looks like the last Alvar and the last two, Jukes and Harzuk, are the only ones who are not in the stream yet.
Okay.
So, can we follow them? Not easily.
I know that they have. There's been word of them finally introducing some new hobbies. It would be really nice if they could find one that was basically just kind of like a little mini side game that you could do while you were idling, waiting for people to show up for raids. Like Hobbit crocheting or something, or
Rock, paper, scissors.
yeah, rock paper scissors, chess, tiddlywinks. Cross Sudoku. What would the Hobbit version of Sudoku be?
I don't imagine they would have bothered to come up with one.
You can do Sudoku, but it'll be like Tangwar characters instead of numbers. Oh, we have.
Yeah, we've got something more like, I would imagine something less literary, more like picture based, maybe something to do with the seasons and crops.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Or it'd be like a family tree. Like a Hobbit family tree.
So all of my group, which is group 1, is here, and we're just missing Harzuk at this point.
Okay.
That coverage says don't waste combat rolls.
Yeah. It's fair. I appreciate that they're aware.
Nope. Yeah, now the only metagame you can do while you're waiting in a situation like this is outfit inspection. And judging everyone's fashion sense.
Dog gives the fire and true grit.
And gumption.
You have my axe and my sword and my mug of beer
And my pretzel.
and my pretzel, exactly.
And my sparkler.
And the birds.
Are you up for tanking in general?
Absolutely, buddy.
Oh yeah, so you might want to talk to him about like how to tank Starlab.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that advice.
Something about him facing one way and everybody else needs to not be. Like we need to be on the side. I think it is.
To the side.
I think we have to be like side rear area. Right behind him is bad. I'm pretty sure, but definitely in front of him is bad because he has like these things. Oh,
Is it worth checking the wiki?
he says a thing.
Yeah, if you have a minute to look at the wiki for like prompts during the fight, the biggest thing is that he will jump up in the air and kind of hover for a few seconds, and then slam back down to the ground, and anyone who's still in that resist pool just dies. So when he jumps up in the air, you got to clear the pool. You got to get up onto the sides.
It's pretty far into the fight. It's like way down his health, or
Okay.
maybe it's 1/3 and 2/3, something like that.
Sacrilege says, as long as you run when the jump happens, he basically tank and spank. Oh, okay. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah,
To
just make
one
sure to
side
face in
away
one
from-
side of it. So you'll stand kind of on Tharlok's other side.
Hey, look who's here. That's a good, speaking of fashion sense, that's a good looking outfit.
Okay.
Start the.
Ready
Well,
or
I've just
not.
done a ready check.
Ready or not.
Yeah, his AoE attack is brutal. It really takes out morale really fast.
Strangers, you were sent to me by the Eld gang.
Okay, so she's been triggered to start talking, and so we can wait at the door, or we can just follow along with her if you like the
You
story.
must know the peril you face. Prepare yourselves and listen to my tale. Long ago, at the breaking of the Thangora dream, Tharlok flew to this land, and I gave chase. At his coming, all was beset with brimstone and flame, and he eluded me. For long years he lay hidden, until the dark power rose again, and Tharlok awoke from his secret slumber. He was revealed to me in that moment, and I struggled with him in battle. With the aid of the wizards, I threw down my foe, defeated but not slain. Tharlok sued for pardon at the feet of the wizards. They deemed he should be imprisoned.
This dialogue could use a skip button.
At the end of days.
No.
It's a good
Not that
story,
you
but
should use it, but if everyone has been here and you're like on the 3rd or 4th try, like at a certain point it's like, oh, welcome back, adventurers. I believe you know this tale.
Oh wow, somebody's trying to sneak in here.
sneaky beaky.
When I open this seal, the true test of your will shall begin. First, I must remove the seals. Now, to open the locks.
wonder if that was a F's in chat. Okay. So this is the usual look of this fight, is a bunch of us surrounding Clathril.
You have come just
Now
in
you're gonna get the
time.
full effect.
Thorlock is stirring. There is something amiss. We must purify these streams, or we will never be able to stop them. Protect me. Follow me. They will do everything they can to stop us.
Fighting all around the Karen's gonna get.
Naturally.
He knows the big stuff's about to go down, so he has to come on my arms.
Oh, do we have another instrument here?
Yes, we do.
What do you think, yeah?
No. I'm just, well, I think Dejukes might be in healing stance also. You've got healing anthems. That's great. I do not mind 3 healers.
Could be a lot
But it
worse.
means if Weirwolf feels like switching, there will be some backup. No, I'm hoping at mostly level 65s. I think some other people have crept in here.
Yeah.
That's fine. We're not in combat right now.
Mm-mm.
We will
Somebody
have
went for a
out-of-combat
swim?
experiences.
What's up?
I said next time we're out of combat, I'll raise you.
Yeah.
Well, I actually have more than 2 minutes, so I could do an out-of-combat raise.
Yeah, it's just like this. Pushing the wrong button. I think there's the wrong place.
Oh.
I am through here. We must
Oh,
continue.
well, we're not out of combat, so we're gonna have more than 2 minutes.
There we go.
Now we're out of combat.
There. Now that the wall's down.
Well, we didn't want to leave her in there, so.
Smart.
Oh,
We
Smart.
must hurry to the second chamber. Run. Quickly now.
Embarrassing when you get trapped in that one.
I don't think it's being brought under.
No, probably not.
No.
If you've ever wanted to headbutt a nameless thing, go brawler.
We must purify
Oh, we're out of
this
combat?
fountain as well. Do not let your guard down.
Yeah, that couldn't happen. Especially with the plot on the left.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'll refresh my feed.
Smart. I should do that too.
I would, yeah. I would be at a loss if I did not have the buff monitor plug-in to be like, hey, your food's getting low, because I cannot keep track of them right
I am
now.
through here. We must continue.
Yeah, I thought I had mine on.
Oh, did you do a hope first?
I have done such a thing.
Here we go.
Even by who's on site.
With this many people, surely someone's going to know what to do.
Hopefully. Oh yeah, somebody's already over there. Looks like the roomkeeper already ran off to the right.
No, if they were expecting anyone else to follow.
Oh no! Why did I do that? Oh my gosh. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button.
Still wrong.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Aye, he is free. What has been done? We must stop the corrupted water from entering the pool. Hurry. Some of you stand with me. The others must handle the levers.
Rothill is getting hit.
Yeah, I can only use one taunt because I'm out of range, so it's not going to
It's
help.
okay. We are able to heal her.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. Jeez. I'll just keep trying to hit him hard as I have to.
There we go.
Well, my in-combat res is on cooldown.
Oh, and down again. So what am I supposed to do there besides fall in the water like a ding dong?
Wait till the water is clear.
Well, he's smacking me around, so where do I stand?
If he pulled you over to him,
Which he did.
then you need to just not fall off if that is possible.
Oh, okay. I didn't see like a wall or something to back myself into, but maybe there's... Ah, we got clean water. Oh, nice.
Now you want that.
All right. Thank you, Air Willow. I truly appreciate that. Now, time to fight.
Got him?
I think I do. Popping all my pops. Here we go.
Yeah, try to get his attention.
Basically, you don't want him looking at the elk.
There we go.
And do watch out for when he jumps.
And where do I run when he does that?
Out.
Out of the water.
Do you see
Oh,
these
just out of the water.
stairs?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And of course, I don't have any power pots, but that's
Other
okay.
minstrel is down. Okay.
We got him down half.
I'm all scared. Come on, quit being a scaredy pants. There we go. Hey, hey, hey.
Oh, it's because helm's down.
Yeah, he hit me with some
No, no.
some black breath there. Oh my gosh. Shoo. All right. I think I got one more on me. Okay.
His tier 3 still jump.
You're a great raid leader. No, seriously, because I would be like, don't leave, please. Is this intended as a 12-man or a 24?
Both.
Well,
Oh, both, okay.
But it's probably, I'm typing in chat, so I was hoping to follow you. Yes.
Do 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 do.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make self heals.
Yeah.
Do my other quick shot on morale back.
Yeah, I mean, on the one hand, it's sad that we didn't get it in the first try. But on the other hand, it was nice that you can pop into a level 50 content for 12 people, and we had 10, right? We'll have 11 this time, and still be like, oh yeah, we cannot just walk through that.
Yeah, that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
I think Ivor's there he is. Ivor was just running into the wall for a second there. Oh, because he was typing. Okay.
Yeah, it's something I've noticed is I tend to be pretty loosey goosey about. Oh, I'll just put myself on auto run and type, and I'll try to steer myself around any obvious death traps. And some people are just more comfortable, like, nope, I'm just gonna stand still and type, and that way I can't accidentally die in the lava.
Oh, threat at range. Oh, that's why. So I know when we've done this before, people have always said, hey, you range people, you need to get in the water.
Yeah.
And I'm never sure why, but that's it. I think I was saying there's something has threat range of the war, which is
Mm.
so I guess I should get down in the water.
Yeah. Get in the pool, and then get out of the pool. I mean, I hope people are taking injury because they're swimming through lava.
So can we get? Oh boy.
Gale, where was Gale when Gale was defeated?
Don't know. So can we get her talking before everyone is there, just to get her through the story, and then I'll go in together, or does everyone need to be there before she starts talking?
Everyone doesn't need to be there, but you need to be confident that everyone will have been there
Because
2
that's when it
minutes into the
locks.
future.
Okay.
So yeah, if someone's like, "Oh, I'm in the arena room," get her talking.
Yeah, if somebody feels confident that they will catch up. But otherwise, no.
Not so much.
Kind of sunk down a little bit here.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
Sounds like Elvar wants to have some clarification on whether to leave.
Sometimes you do need a plan.
Mhm. I'm not adverse to plans.
Yeah. The other option is because we do have another minstrel, Healy minstrel in the party. We could maybe Weirwell could peel off to the right side, but
Yeah, it sounds like they want to do one side at a time, which I'm fine with.
yeah. Well, it's not just you. You have to go with someone.
Yeah. Somebody had said that if you wanted to do the wheel, I could try and do the DPS. Get their attention.
Okay.
So who was it that said they could do the wheel? Harza.
Weirwell has typed in fellowship.
Oh, so I am.
It sounds like Weirwell can go to that side instead.
Pretty good.
Or
If
this other
if
person.
Hmm?
Or this other person, Rose asked.
it wouldn't hurt to have you in tanking mode Weirwell, because in those cases where home does, get flattened or something,
Not that that
having
could
a
ever
little backup,
happen.
having a backup doesn't hurt.
All right, looks like Gail's almost here, so
Okay, so yeah, Weirwell, are you doing the wheel or in the side, or is that me still?
I guess I am now the backup tank.
Okay, so you be backup tank. I'll go do the other side of the wheel.
Strangers,
That's hard.
you were sent to me by the Eld gang?
Okay.
all right, we got a plan.
Then it
This
is
is
as
it.
I fear.
This is it.
There is little time, but you must know the peril you face. Prepare yourselves and listen to my tale. Long ago, at the breaking of the Thangora dream,
Do 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 do.
and I gave chase. At his coming, all was beset with brimstone and flame, and he eluded me. For long years he lay hidden, until the dark power rose again, and Tharlok awoke from his secret slumber. He was revealed to me in that moment, and I struggled with him in battle.
Oh, Weirwell's good. I thought she wasn't.
The wizards
What I heard was Weirwell would do the side thing. Did I hear that wrong?
That's what I suggested, but then Rose
Yeah.
asked somebody else and they agreed, so.
No. You would do that instead of Rose. Rose was going to be the tank for that side, and the other person was going to do the wheel turning. But instead, it would be neat to have like someone with taunts and stuff if you're up for that.
I'm just gonna try and shoot everything real fast and hope it follows me. Not a great plan.
It is a plan, though.
Is it?
When I open this seal,
Mecca's like, I did find those. I was like, great, you're supposed to like speak up when you're,
first I must
when
remove
people are
the
talking
seals.
speak.
Now to open the locks.
never not impressive. Just the way the gates open, and there's a big monster there.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
You have come just in time. Thorlock is stirring. There is something amiss. We must purify these streams, or we will never be able to stop them. Protect
Verify with screams. Got it.
Follow me. They will do everything they can to stop us.
One of those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sounds like they did one of the runs on their own, which is great. This is what I like to see. Very few people injured.
It's a good feeling.
Yeah,
I must clear the waters here.
Oh.
Defend me.
appreciate it. Sneaky is being sneaky. It is possible to jump over from one side to the other.
As long as you're being sneaky about it.
Yeah,
You gotta be good.
you've got to, make sure the water doesn't know you're there.
It's not easy to outsmart water. Water's been around a long time.
Yeah.
Feet off.
Sneaky is very confident. Other people are running off.
Is it?
I think I'll
Because
just
I think
stand by
we.
and go
I think she's about to.
This is the part of her animation where she should be finishing up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those I'll believe it when I see it kind of things.
Fair. Never can tell with elves.
Hey, they've got to do stuff in their own
I
time.
am still here. We must.
Speaking of plugins, I could use a plugin that's like, okay, here's how much time you have left until she should be done. Tick, tick,
The
tick.
elf time plugin.
Yeah. No, I'm seriously considering a Dungeons of Bill Goulder plugin though.
For what part of it?
Except you gotta go to the 3 different areas.
With those like
The three
guards that are
wings
roaming
have
around.
trolls. Yeah, the trolls that are on patrol. I feel like they do walk in a fixed pattern, but I feel like it's at a fixed cadence. So I think with a plugin, if you say, I see the troll here, the plugin could just animate their path, so you always know where they are, even if you're not looking at them. I don't know for sure that that's true. I need to do some timing, but it
Sounds like a fun
seems
project.
plausible. Yeah. Yeah, I'm copious for time.
Yeah.
Thanks to daylight saving time, it really feels a lot later than it actually is right now.
We must purify this fountain as
Yeah, it's like
well.
6 o'clock,
Do
but
not let
outside it
burn
looks
out.
like 9 p.m.
Here we go. That is a loud Balrog. He is hangry. Somebody get this
Been a
kid
few
a
millennia
snack.
since he's had something to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. I don't know how we could ever quantify this, but I really feel like
Here.
LOTRO has to be the most dad joke ridden game on the market right now. And to anybody who happens to be watching this, I'm just going to read this bit of brilliant dialogue. Affidel
Yeah.
said, "Solid work so far." Then somebody else said, "But I identify as a liquid." And somebody else said, "But this raid is such a gas. Non-plasma or gas work so far." Yikes. Don't even get me started on like if you even so much as mention a Bjorning in world chat, you're going to get as many bear puns as you could ever hope to receive. It's just bad.
I would suspect the average age of a LOTRO player swings higher than some other MMOs. I don't know for sure, but I
No,
would
I
suspect.
completely agree. I think Lord of the Rings in general attracts a crowd of a certain age, and then the fact that this is an older MMO kind of widens that gap even more. So I think you're right.
Some of you
Yeah.
stand with me. The others must handle the levers.
I don't know if my little shield there is useful or not, but it seemed like a good time to try it.
So,
All right, let's see if the Indiana Jones is me again.
I feel
Yep,
like I
he
need
sure
to go
did.
in
He
there.
sure did. All right, now how do I
But
not?
just stay on the platform.
But he's about to throw me again. See? Ugh. I don't see. I don't know. I'm sure there's some way around that, but
Yeah, I'm coming around to do a res.
okay.
As long as they got those wheels.
Thank you.
Mm.
And I'm gonna need one of these. All right. Do I need to go around to the magic button?
It's low because Gil's standing underneath it. I think Gil got tossed in water. It's okay. We're coming back around for Gil res.
Here we go.
There we go.
Alright, so get in the water.
Okay. I'm using all my buttons.
Use all of it.
What am I doing?
We have,
Why is he? Get off that bear.
He's dead. So I don't know what they're asking. I think they have a res available if someone else reses them, maybe, is what they're saying. I'm not sure.
Oof, I dropped the ball. Should have bought a bunch of power pots before we started this fight.
I did a hope symbol. I don't know for sure. Alright, so we're getting really close to a jumping.
Oh, no, no, no. That's what got me last time. Dadgummit.
I guess I'm losing home.
Oh my gosh. Oof. I thought I was going to go down as soon as I was rezzed. Because I came right on the jump. Alright, I think we almost got him, yeah? Is there going to be another jump?
Maybe. I don't know if it's
Murmur.
health-based or time-based.
Away from the elf. Point him away from Glephlir.
Yeah, put him away. Put him from the elf.
Oh, she's over there. Got a little... Lost my sense of direction there. Hey! We did it!
What else down?
Can I go ahead and click the box or...
Just wait until people are up,
Okay.
I think. Seems nice.
Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and sign off the stream here. Thank you guys so much for checking it out. If you're watching it, the replay. Thanks, of course, to B4 and Little Redhead for jumping in for a little retro Rift action. We'll see you guys next time.